neighborhood in Disneyland, and popular television shows imagined even more transformations on the horizon. In this context, change was synonymous with improved. New companies were created to commercialize inventions, while older companies focused on what could be enhanced, remodeled, or extended. Ambitious graduates sought emerging fields like computer science and genetic engineering as sure paths to prosperity. And young children pretended to live in a world with flying cars and robot dogs. Underlying all this was a promise, inferred but nonetheless clear. Change, and those who led it, would deliver a positive trajectory of technical, social, and organizational advancements that consistently produced benefits and left all longing for more. Nobody is living on the moon right now, but some of the envisioned advancements arrived as promised. The 21st century started with flip phones, cable TV, and encyclopedias on CD. In barely 20 years, phones morphed into supercomputers with immediate access to near infinite knowledge. Billions of people rose up from extreme poverty, and medical advances improved life on every continent. World leaders communicate on Twitter for anyone to follow, and women, people of color, and LGBTQ folks finally have a modicum of power. This is progress by any definition, and much of it was on display in that long-ago Disney exhibit. But its trajectory has not been smooth, and its benefits are countered by unanticipated outcomes. Tech behemoths barely out of their adolescence connect the world beyond physical barriers, but also distribute a daily tsunami of misinformation and lies. People worry that their phones track them, their smart homes spy on them, and their personal data is being sold to the highest bidders. Employers are likely to reorganize every other year, and employee skill sets need constant upgrading because replacement can come from anywhere at any time for almost any reason, and may not even be human. Change now happens so pervasively, so exponentially fast, and with such erratic impact that it is as likely to cause stress as it is to bring delight. Ask a cross-section of people how they feel about change, and this tension becomes evident. From those who lead change, you'll hear that it's inspiring and frustrating, satisfying and nerve-wracking. From those being changed, you'll hear that it's needed and threatening, beneficial and frightening. Unquestioning support has disappeared, along with the assumption of a positive trajectory. But change is needed, perhaps even more and faster. It's needed for existential problems like managing climate change and morally important issues like administering social justice. Organizations need change in order to stay relevant and competitive. Institutions and communities need change to help shift them to new priorities and to embrace new tools. Governments need change to help them meet a range of challenges, from economic security to environmental sustainability and more. Change is needed at all levels and in many diverse circumstances. It's needed now and in the future. Most importantly, it's needed in a way that creates more benefits than damage. What's in the way? The 1960s vision of progress as a smooth flow of relentlessly positive innovation was certainly a fairy tale. It focused too keenly on optimistic outcomes and ignored challenging realities. But it is worth asking why change that's imagined and desired by so many people rarely happens as envisioned. Why do innovations disrupt and distort social norms instead of fitting seamlessly into everyone's lives? Why are business, community, and political leaders blind to obstacles that result in unintended consequences? Why are high-level goals like peace, inclusivity, and an enhanced experience of life considered out of reach? These are deep and difficult questions to answer.